name is Remo. I come from Italy, and here in Tartu I study semiotics, my master degree, MA. My knowledge about Estonia before I arrived was pretty little, I must say. The only thing I knew about Estonia was semiotics, and this is the reason why I came here. Usually people say that semiotics is the doctrine that studies science and semiosis and signification. I chose the University of Tartu, first of all, because of semiotics, because this is my professional passion. And yes, I knew about Yuri Lotman, and this was the drive that attracted me to Estonia. But besides that, I mean, I had good motivation to come here since the university has a high level. So I made a comparison between different universities in Europe. My future career plans, well, first of all, I would like to apply for a PhD position, probably here in Tartu or somewhere else in Europe. So, as you know, since I want to go farther, this means that I found this environment very attractive, and it's a pleasure to stay here. So I would like to continue and stay for another bit, if it's possible. So I would like to go further in my studies. Tartu as a city is cute. It's very livable. And vibrant, I would say, especially during spring. It's quite easy to go around. You don't need any transportation or bus. You can do it by walk. And it's very easy to get to know people. And this is a very important thing, since you are a newcomer, you are a student, you come from abroad. So you would like to meet new students, new people. And in a big city or in a capital, this social networking doesn't really work. I mean, you take time to get to know people. Whereas in a place like Tartu, it's easy to get connection, to get to know people. So, and the university environment, it's again very good to work with and in. Since university works, library is excellent. It's one of my favorite places because it's open since the early morning to night, and you have a Wi-Fi connection everywhere. You have a cafeteria, so you can eventually spend the whole day there. So it's pretty comfortable, yes. I used to live in the international students' dormitory, so I lived there for at least 6 months when I arrived, because that is the first place where you live, basically, where internationals usually live. And after that, I decided to get a private apartment. So at the moment, I rent a room together with other Estonian students. Well, I believe, at least in Tartu, they are willing and open to people coming from abroad. That's my impression. So when I say I'm an international student, or they can say that I'm not from here, they started to ask questions about me, why I came here. So I feel this kind of curiosity toward people that come from abroad, and also willing to get to know them. I can feel that they want to know new cultures. So I don't believe this thing that Estonian traits are this to be shy and so on. I mean, I think it's just stereotypes. The most difficult thing for me, since I come from south of Italy, it's probably the weather, I must say, and probably the food, because I mean, it's not just about the cold. I mean, I experienced this famous minus 28 degrees, this minus 30 degrees, and I mean, you can handle that. It's not so bad. But what scared me was a bit, usually in November, it gets very dark. And so you need or a bright apartment or white walls around you. And that was the thing that a bit worried me. In winter it's a bit dark, then in summer you don't even have 1 hour of dark, so it's like you can do everything you want because it's almost 24 hours of a day. So it's a day without night. The most fun experience, probably sauna, I must say. Yeah, because I was not used to sauna culture. And actually I didn't even know that it was so popular in Estonia, or of course I knew in Finland, but not in Estonia. So when I came the first time, everybody was like, oh, let's have a sauna or things like this, regardless of sex or gender. So that was actually funny because I didn't know what to expect. But at the end I became a great fan of sauna, so I do it, I do it pretty often during winter, and it's very enjoyable. And it's a social experience also, that's the thing. Definitely recommend University of Tartu as a place of study, and Tartu as a place to live in for a student, because as I said before, there are all the conditions that make it a suitable place for a student for several reasons. As I said, the size of the city is important, and also the fact that you can get to know easily your mates, your colleagues, and professors and other students in Tartu. So socialization in Tartu is quite easy. And also the quality of education, which is high, I think, and facilities for students. So all these characteristics make Tartu a good place to study, where to study. I would say something about Tartu in Italian. So Tartu è un posto speciale.